Virtue-based ethics. Virtue-based ethics emphasizes the focus upon developing virtues, which strengthen the mind and character, and in our interpretation, are the basis of building the strength of the spiritual foundation. This is critical for the light body, to hold higher consciousness and universal knowledge, which leads to spiritual freedom. More simply, a virtue can also be defined as a character trait that is positive. Expressing those virtuous qualities causes more positivity to ripple out into the world, which is the direct result of that person's behavior. When a person expresses virtuous qualities in their behaviors and interactions with others, it contributes to the co-creation of personal well-being and happiness, and also helps others to reach that feeling of well-being. In the spiritual context, this is experienced as blessings, feeling a blessedness that guides your path forward, which allows the human being to flourish and feel happiness and contentment in their life. The sentient intelligence of the soul spirit, if we listen, will always lead us to express many kinds of higher quality virtues, because the soul's purpose is to guide each person to experience their own fulfillment of spiritual purpose, and to flourish in peace and contentment, while developing the deeper connection with higher consciousness. We create the state of well-being, happiness, peace and contentment in our life, when we have disciplined ourselves to achieve the natural flow of expression of the higher qualities of virtues and ethics that allow the person to succeed and fulfill their higher purpose. Another way to express this is that, when a person practices virtue-based ethics in every area of their life, no matter what difficulty, adversity or challenge comes their way, they can defeat the obstacles in their path through the dedicated practice of expressing, behaving and committing to the strengthening of virtue-based ethics. The state of success, as measured in the material world, as material power or resources, is not the same as fulfilling one's spiritual purpose in life. Many times, we can observe people who have gained vast material wealth, power and influence, and yet they remain unfulfilled, unhappy and lost in life. Achieving our spiritual purpose, and being able to support the aims of our spiritual purpose, being able to share and spread virtuous qualities with others, is the key to peace, happiness and fulfillment, with or without material or monetary rewards. Through the life experiences, which are led by the soul spirit to achieve one's spiritual purpose, by developing strength of character and strength of the spiritual body, that person is led through experiential knowledge, which is also called Gnostic knowledge. Gnostic knowledge cannot be taken away, once it has been achieved. By living through the experiences, the knowledge gained from that experience becomes an embodiment, an attribute and quality of that person's consciousness development of gaining higher knowledge, through the expression of many virtues. When a person authentically expresses and communicates their understanding of inner knowledge and virtues that they have gained through life experiences, they cannot act in opposition to what they know. When they live to fulfill their spiritual purpose, this is essentially the same as living in truth. The virtuous person is who they are in every moment, that behavior which is natural to their expression, and there is no need to represent themselves in any opposition to what they truly are. This is similar to viewing nature. A bird behaves like itself, and it does not pretend to be something that it is not. People should realize that the origin of virtue-based ethics, or concepts of morality, and not based in the judgments and biases of religious interpretation, but is the ancient knowledge, based on the natural interpretation of the natural laws. It is time to dispel the myth that religious dogma and judgments from God are the source of virtue-based ethics that have been used to guilt and shame people, in order to control them. Virtues, ethics, and morality do not originate from religion or spirituality, and thus, the true knowledge of virtue-based ethics should be no different for atheists, agnostics, religious, spiritual or any other person. The origin is within the natural laws of creation, and thus, governs all of humanity, in achieving their highest purpose of personal fulfillment. How these virtues and ethics are arranged and expressed, have universal application. But, they are also specific to the heart-based spiritual qualities, that each unique soul and spirit is striving to learn, express or evolve, as their consciousness moves in between time and space, to experience life, and a particular station of identity. Virtues and ethics are the foundation of a storehouse of experienced knowledge and truth, and for each of us, we must explore that content inside our own heart, spirit in relationship to the universe,